what have you been asked about more in your Christian life? Whether or not you came to church on Sunday, or has somebody asked, hey, how's your evangelism going? And yeah.
So what does being an entrepreneur mean to you? What does that mean?
Well, I mean, I think it's somebody who's willing to go down the path of owning their own business and all that comes with, and whether that business is a part-time business or something that you have to fully provide for yourself. But I think it starts with a certain mindset too, a certain way that you view business in general, right? So, for me, I never felt, and I've had jobs along the way too, but I never really felt comfortable working for someone else. I was always willing to do it, and I was always thankful for the opportunities that came my way, but I always felt that I was much better geared toward being an entrepreneur and running my own business.
So what is it that working for somebody else versus running your own business, why, basically?
Well, I think running your own business really gives you, I guess I'll call it the creative liberty to make it what you want. And obviously, and you can have, in a sense, a job where you have that liberty to kind of create your own role within an organization. I get that, but it's not the same kind of untethered sort of freedom that you have when you're an entrepreneur.
So I've heard business owners or also employees, push back on the concept and say, well, no, if you own your own business, you still answer to somebody, you answer to your customers.
Yeah.
So, I've heard some people say, oh, customer's not always right.
Right.
But, you still answer to somebody.
Sure.
Right. As a business owner. So who, in your view, do you feel like you answer to?
Well, certainly as an entrepreneur, you're going to answer to your clients.
I think what's interesting to me is, somehow in there you jumped into, I want to run for governor.
Yeah.
Now, I love being around people with motivation to do, big things, big thoughts, big ideas, big things. Yeah. Some people would say, well, that's too big of a thing.
Yeah.
What I wanted to talk to you about was leadership. Yeah. So what is leadership to you? What does that mean to you? What is a good leader? What does leadership look like?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things you could say to answer that. I would say, the litmus test really of a good leader is who follows you, right? Okay. So the ability to attract followers. Now, that doesn't make you a good leader, because there's a lot of people that follow bad leaders, but even good leaders have to have people that follow them.